I'm a loser, I'm a winner, I'm the sad one who's to say, I'm the faster, I'm the favorite, I'm the left out, run away. It's the wrong way you think today, what a chance you did take today. It's the madness your drive creates, what a chance you did waste today.
From the wine countries of Sonoma, California to the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains in Bristol, Tennessee, the Right Lane Cup Series returns for its fourth race of the Season 2 here at Bristol Motor Speedway, where our 42 drivers will take on 125 laps here around this half-mile bull ring the fans call Thunder Valley. Let's go ahead and get you your starting lineup. Nick Breeding, the hometown driver, gets pole. Jesse Turner, another good qualifying effort, gets to his outside. Chrome Lawson, the rookie for Breeding Enterprises, will get row 2. His teammate Charles Sanford is 5th. Rookie Alexander Rowe will be in row number 4. Here we have Vince Freezer, champion from last season, starting in row 6. A couple other rookies in this field, including Zoe Bilson, will be starting in row number 10. Nicky Martinez also sharing that row. Lane Sanders will start in row 9 with RJ Bishop as well. And we have Ben McDonald, the last Breeding Enterprises driver. He will be in row number 11, sharing it with Justin Henley. Joseph Strickler was able to make this race. It'll be his second start of the season. He's going to be starting in the 13th row with Jeffrey Finguy, who finished second in points last year. A couple other drive rookies in this. We have Aiden Smith, Carson Green is here as well. Zachary Fitzwater with a terrible qualifying start. He'll be in row 17 along with Samuel England, who had a hard hit last week at Sonoma. Daniel Voles will make this race as well. And to the rear will be the Revolution Racing cars yet again, Christian Vargas and Asher Evelyn. Craig Newhouse, Stephen Colon, and Andrew Gutierrez missed the field. This will be Gutierrez's second DQ in a row. So the fans are ready to go, so are the drivers. We're going to go ahead and go trackside and get the command to fire engines.
Sports, it's Jim Duncan, the Vice President of Visa, and Mark Rothmeyer, the CEO of Autism Speaks.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
And a huge moment for Nick Breeding, getting the pole. His teammate, he's got a teammate in 3rd and 5th. Breeding Enterprises sure brought a good package. Breeding was fastest in practice as well. And Jesse Turner, another good qualifying effort from the U.S. Air Force Ford. The pace car is down. Breeding and Turner are bringing us back to the restart zone. The green flag is out, and we are racing here at Bristol. The 4th round of the Right Lane Cup Series is underway. Coming back to complete lap number 1, Breeding has pulled away from Jesse Turner about 2 or 3 car lengths. He has on the 94. Chrome Lawson, the rookie, slips into 3rd. Henry Thomas to 4th. Charles Sand, for a good run, he slipped back to 5th. Single file throughout the top 7, top 8. Ryan Griffin, last week's winner, pulls into the 8th spot. Griffin Label McDermott, he's in 9th. Alexander Phoenix, I believe, is the highest running Pontiac. He is in the 10th position. Looking back, and you see through the field, they are slipping and sliding through these corners. You see Curtis catches the apron there. Derek Hamill sliding up through there. RJ Bishop. There's Zoe Bilson, the rookie, in the chapstick Dodge. There's Julio Caesar, Ben McDonald. You're looking through this field. You're seeing a lot of cars just sliding all over the place. They cannot get grip on the outside line, but it's clear it's better in the inside line. They cannot keep it off the apron. There's Joseph Shrigley, one of the rookies, is making his second start of the season. Man, look at that. Lane Sanders and the rookie Luke Martin out of the Fitzwater team, they make contact. And looking back through the field, you can see it here. That they are still running side by side all the way back through the back of the pack. And you'll notice here's Breeding and Turner and Lawson. They are already in turn number 2, and the back of the pack, this is JD Martin in 42nd, is in turn number 4. we're probably going to see about lap 15, lap 20. These cars are already going to be under the threat of getting lapped. But right now, man, you saw Turner throw it in there. That U.S. Air Force Mustang is sliding. Turner is just throwing it into the corners. You see Breeding running an out higher line there. Turner's going to get back to him a little bit. And this is what I think everybody loves coming here about Bristol. You see a fight for third place between two rookies. That is Chrome Lawson, 45. Number 10 is Alexander Rowe, the Daytona 500 winner. Rowe could not get it to stick. Lawson gets back. Here comes his teammate, Henry Thomas. Ryan Griffin keeping his momentum up. That Honda is absolutely fast. He was very fast in qualifying. He had a good car. He said he just needed a little bit more stability. They worked on that. And now Griffin has put his car into the 6th position. Meanwhile, we have had a pass for the lead. Jesse Turner goes to the lead. He gets by Nick Breeding. Turner will lead, trying to get a bonus point, an all-important bonus point. Remember, you get a bonus point for leading a Right Lane Cup Series race. You get another bonus point if you lead the most laps. Here comes Nick Breeding back to the inside. Breeding trying to fight, get his lead back. He gets the apron a little bit in 3 and 4. Turner's going to be able to get right by. Here comes Chrome Lawson. Lawson, how about this for Chrome? He is trying everything he can. Man, Breeding and Turner almost made contact. Doing everything they can do. Almost collided going down the back straightaway. Breeding trying to get his lead back. And they've already run down Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzwater, whose short track skills, he has said he does not like short tracks. He especially doesn't like Bristol. And he's already about to get lapped by Turner. And this might open up the door for all these other cars. See, Breeding really arc the corner. He's going to get right beside Turner. Another change in the top 5. Henry Thomas has gotten into the 4th place. He's got around his teammate. Here comes Breeding. He's going to send it into turn number 1. And he's going to get clear. Breeding back to the point on lap number 16. Turner's going to slot in right behind him. And look at this group in front of them. Man, this is going to be treacherous. Breeding's got to figure out how to lap these cars without running into any trouble. Man, you see Peter Onjak trying to slip in. He's tried to slip in behind the 96. He's going to try to slip in behind the 59. It's not going to work. Fitzwater gets onto the apron. It's going to hold up Breeding. This is going to allow Turner. It's going to allow Lawson. It's going to allow Thomas, Rowe, Griffin, and Ryan Reed to pull up. How about Ryan Reed? Has had a miserable start to the season in that number 57 Dodge and is now running up into the top 10. But now this is where things are going to get treacherous. You see Breeding trying everything he can do. The pole man Onjak got put onto the apron by Fitzwater. Breeding is going to do everything he can do to lap the 5. The 94 is going to try to get around Breeding. But he's got to be careful because if he makes a wrong move, he's likely to make the move in turn 1. If he makes a wrong move, though, he could get freight trained here by Lawson, by Thomas, by Rowe, and by Griffin. Turner trying to look for a great point stay here. And you see Peter Onjak. He's finally going to cede. Maybe not. Breeding going to try to put him a lap down. He couldn't. He clipped the apron. Onjak's going to keep his lap. And this is important because you can get put a lap down very, very easily here at Bristol. And you see, look at the group of cars in front of him. It's Onjak, Fitzwater, Martin. There's Daniel Voles, Kyle Schustrai, the rookie. Then you have Asher Evelyn, Stanley Andrews. Looking up, this is just a whole wad of race cars in front of these. And then you go back through the field. Here's a car that is high in points, had a miserable starting spot. That's Jeffrey Finguy. He's 2nd in points. Lane Sanders 3rd in points. He's 23rd. This could be a really topsy-turvy points day for a lot of people. And for Breeding, I believe this is going to be a little bit of redemption here. And you see, man, Turner really stacked this line up. But for Breeding, this is going to be a little bit of redemption. He got into trouble over the off week. He got a points penalty after punting Ryan Reed in the 57 at Sonoma. And he was not very happy with it. He spoke publicly, he believed that it was wrong. But now you see he's gotten past Onjak, and he's looking to get all those points back and then some. But Turner is in trouble. That 94 car suddenly started he's not able to hold the bottom as well. Lawson goes to the inside. He can't get it. Turner's going to keep his spot, but this is really stacked up the field. Look at this. Probably all the way back to 15th. The top 15 is all here. In a line, Breeding is here as well. Breeding looked like he might have got a little damage as Peter Onjak got back by him. Look at that. He's got a dent in the door. And that's brought Jesse Turner right back to him. Onjak, we're looking at his car. It seems clean. Maybe Breeding got run up a little high. He might have got it in the marbles. And you're looking through this field. And man, this is looking like a very, very big, line of cars that is Nick Breeding is going to have to pass. He's already back up to Onjak. And you see Lawson trying to pass Jesse Turner again. He might get him into turn 1. No, he's not. Turner shuts the door on Lawson. Thomas, no, he doesn't. Here comes Chrome Lawson, the rookie. This Costco Toyota is doing very well for itself. When we spoke to Chrome before the race started. We asked him what he thought he was going to be able to do with this race. He said he wants to get experience. He has a very good feel for this track. This is his hometown track, as it is for Nick Breeding. They both grew up near each other, and he is very good. And he's been a very good short track racer. He's come down here for years. And we asked Lawson, we said, well, what do you feel that you have that other people don't? He said, I know the feel for this racetrack. And he's showing it now as he's running into 3rd position. He's trying to get past Jesse Turner. He's been trying. He's probably got the faster race car. But Turner just is racing him aggressively. Man, you saw right back there. Man, Thomas got shafted by his own teammate. Alexander Rowe put the door to Henry Thomas. Thomas slips back to 5th. Ryan Reed has gotten past Ryan Griffin. Charles Sanford is back up to 8th. He's looking to get past the 1 car. Griffin Lapel McDermott, GLM, is holding his 9th spot, and Alexander Phoenix is holding 10th. And Nick Breeding has finally gotten past the 5 car. He's going to look to get past the 46. And you see this, the rest of the pack has pulled away. Fitzwater's put about a straightaway on Breeding. So has Vole. So has Shoestry. J.D. Martin has made up some moves. Nicky Martinez is up here as well. And the next car in danger of getting lapped is the number 46 of Stanley Andrews. Breeding's going to let him go. No, he's not. Breeding got loose coming out of turn 2. Peter Onjak trying to get back around the 54. This is not what Onjak wants to see, because if a caution were to come out right now, he would be the lucky dog. But now, Breeding has gotten past the 46, and now it's a fight between the 5 and the 46 to get the lucky dog. We're coming around the complete lap number 37 out of 125. This has been the Right Lane Cup Series Season 2, race number 4 here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Nick Breeding has led the most laps thus far, and he will hopefully be leading a whole lot more. We'll be right back right after this commercial break.
Should probably go.
You spend the day going in circles, and you earn the right to do one more. That's fuel for the soul.
Sunday is race day. That's why the Domino's 555 deal is perfect. 3 medium pizzas for $5 each. I have a pizza here for Mr. Right Lane.
That's mine. You're right. Mine would be the king of Right Lane.
Really? Mine would be for the Emperor of Right Lane.
Mine would be the Czar of Right Lane.
The Grand Poobah of Right Lane.
General Velissimo of Right Lane.
El Presidente de Right Lane.
King Daddy.
Nick Breeding completes lap number 45 here at the Right Lane Cup Series Season 2, race number 4 here at Bristol. Welcome back, everybody, to Thunder Valley. Nick Breeding is your leader. He's led the most laps thus far, and he has lapped up to about the 40th position. Chrome Lawson, the rookie, his teammate, has moved into the 2nd spot over Jesse Turner. Henry Thomas is 4th. He's gotten past his teammate Alexander Rowe again. Ryan Reed is 6th. Ryan Griffin is 7th. Alexander Phoenix has moved up to 8th. Griffin Abel McDermott is 9th, and Vince Freeze, your champion last season, is in the 10th spot. See Turner getting past some lap cars. Nick Breeding has had a good rough moment, but we checked during the commercial break, and he did make contact with the outside wall. He got up in the marbles trying to get around on Jack on the outside, and he got damage to his right side. Breeding hasn't said anything about it since the start of the race. You see Breeding is up the wall. He's in the wall. Breeding, oh my goodness, he's gotten the wall again. Breeding, a hard hit. Look at the side of that 54 car. Voles gets his lap back. Kyle Schustry, the rookie, the 555 Engineering Dodge, is trying to get his lap back. But for Breeding, what a turn of events. He got way out. He said to the team he just felt numb going into the corner. That car felt numb going into the corner, and he could not get it to turn. What an absolute calamity here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Breeding, that has brought Lawson in, man. This is looking bad. This is looking bad. Voles tried to get past Voles. They made contact. Breeding in a desperation mode, trying to put distance between him and Jesse Turner. Turner has gotten past Lawson again. Oh, trouble! Almost Andrews sideways. Lawson on the apron. They save it. Unbelievable. I can't believe that worked. Stanley Andrews made contact with Chrome Loss for third. Almost crashed him. But man, this is becoming nuts. There's Fitzwater trying to stay on the lead lap. Lawson is not going to be happy with the 46. Rowe has gotten past his teammate again. Ryan Reed trying to get past these two cars. He's looking past Alexander Rowe. Oh my goodness. What a move. Phoenix and Griffin sideways. That's going to move Vince Freeze. Griffin Label McDermott. They're going to move through. Man, this is starting to get wild. The tire wear is starting to kick in. And you can see it throughout this field. They are just making lots of wacky moves. And this has just been an absolutely crazy last couple of laps. And the field is bunching back up here. Ryan Griffin fell out of the top 10. Charles Sanford is back in the top 10. Griffin Label McDermott slips up. Sanford to the inside. And the biggest victor of all this is Vince Freeze. Freeze is your Atlanta winner as well. He is up to 7th. He's knocking on the door of Ryan Reed, who's trying to get past Alexander Rowe. And you see Chrome Lawson is still fighting the 46 car, who seems to have more door damage. And you see this. Fitzwater has been in the fence. He has been hard in the fence. He's made contact with Jesse Turner. Breeding has gotten past Fitzwater, and this has just been crazy. Breeding has lapped up. He's gotten past Voles. He's lapped up to 37th place. Now he's looking at A.F. Walsh, the other 555 Engineering rookie, trying to get past the number 05 Optus Dodge. Breeding, though, it really hasn't, this door damage really hasn't affected his performance like it has other cars. And I would reckon that he is going to, they might fix it if they have to come down pit road. They are looking like they're going to have to pit here around lap 100, about lap 100, lap 110 if we stay green. And looking at how this field has conducted themselves, I'm shocked they have stayed green. Last year in this race, we had, I believe, 3 cautions, all for incidents, and a big pileup going into turn 1. Zachary Fitzwater, I believe, had a big crash here as well on the front straightaway. But so far, everybody has minded their P's and Q's other than a lot of traditional short track beating and banging. Which is probably looking great for the team owners, but, the fans, I'm sure they're also enjoying this. You saw contact between Mac Johnson and J.D. Martin. A.F. Walsh gets stacked up behind that, and here's Breeding. But Voles, Daniel Voles, is back up here. And Voles threw it in there. He's going to try to get past Breeding again. Breeding, look, he is trying to get around Walsh. Walsh is playing the defensive line, but Breeding's got a lot of cars to get past. Man, Breeding got loose out of 4 trying to pass Walsh. Here comes Voles again. He's got a lot of, ground, but he's now got 2 cars in front of him, and this is going to hold him up. And you know who's made up ground slowly but surely? Jesse Turner, Chrome Lawson, Henry Thomas has made up ground. They have both made up a lot of ground here. And they've been cutting this lead. It was 1.7 seconds last time. Now it's 1.39. Breeding is in this gaggle of cars. He's gotten up to Mac Johnson. Johnson's fighting for his life here, trying to stay on the lead lap. Look at this. They have opened the floodgates for Turner. On the inside, on Jack is now getting lapped. Turner has to clips the apron a little bit. Breeding goes high. A.F. Walsh gets away. Carson Green, the rookie out of West Falls Motorsports, is ahead of him in 34th. J.D. Martin, I will say this, is attaboy to J.D. Martin. He has been moving his way through the field, trying to stay away from Nick Breeding. He was at one point the last car on the lead lap. He was the last car in the race at one point, and he has been slowly but surely making his way forward to stay away from Breeding. Now he's underneath the 05 of A.F. Walsh. And you see the gap from Turner to Breeding has shrunk. It's now over 2 seconds. But Breeding has just been on a roll here, doing everything he can do to stay away. He's got a lot of lap cars all running around. He's got 5 of them between himself and second place Jesse Turner. And you see them all running different lines. They're starting to migrate up the wall. They're starting to run against the fence. And that's a different thing we saw later. You see later in the runs here at Bristol, they start running outside. They run near that fence, but not as hard hit it as you saw Breeding do about 20 or so laps ago. And Breeding has just been working overtime to keep himself. He's now up to J.D. Martin. And then in front of him, it'll be Carson Green. And then Asher Eveland. Then Taylor Frey. And then Christian Vargas. Dunn LaPrade. There's Aiden Smith. Jeffrey Finguy is 27th. Rhodes Gray. Lane Sanders. James Ellison. Samuel England, who took that hard lick late in the race last weekend. And Justin Henley, who got his first top 10 of the year last week. And it's important for drivers like Henley, like Shrigley, like Carson Green, like J.D. Martin. They are all being very, very nervous because after this week, we switch owners' points from last season's to this season's. And as of right now, the 41 is the spot car. We got trouble! Oh no, my goodness! Up and over goes J.D. Martin, the big one here at Bristol on the back straightaway. Fitzwater, you see, gets damaged. Shrigley was on pit road. Nicky Martinez, the hood all up on that 42. They're racing back to the start-finish line. Ellison is on pit road. Nick Breeding takes the caution flag, but that has been an absolute mess here at Bristol. What a disaster. What on earth happened? We saw Martin get up and over. Breeding is in pit road. They've opened the pit lane. Breeding is in. Turner, Lawson, Thomas Rowe, Ryan Reed is in. Look at the damage on Zachary Fitzwater. His teammate Vince Freeze is in as well. All these cars pitting, and it seems to be that Nick Breeding will be the first car out of pit lane. They're looking to fix this car, putting 4 tires and fuel on it. Breeding, will he be the first off? Yes, he will. That buffer... Oh my goodness, he hit the car. That buffer will pay off. Breeding is off pit lane first. Lawson gets second. Rowe gets third. What happened to Jesse Turner? Turner, a miserable pit stop. It puts him almost outside the top 10. My goodness. And you see the back stretch guys are pitting as well. So the caution is out. We saw this unfold right in front of the leaders. Let's see if we can get a look at what just happened. So we saw this unfold in front of them. Taylor Frey and Asher Evelyn. Evelyn got swiped by Taylor Frey. And you saw the results there. Man, my goodness. Frey got hit like a ping pong. Or Evelyn got hit like a ping pong ball there. Evelyn with a lot of damage. And we saw, what our biggest concern is for J.D. Martin. Martin flipped up and over. He went up and over. I've never seen anything like that here at Bristol. We'll see. Here's J.D. Martin's car. He was getting lapped by Nick Breeding, doing a good job coming through the field. And you see this. He gets tipped over by A.F. Walsh. Kyle Schustry, his teammate, was involved. We see his damaged race car back there. Asher Eveland. Big hit with the 19. And looking back through here, here's Nicky Martinez. You see that's the damage. And my goodness. Eveland was just a ping pong ball through that wreck. Fitzy got touched. He's going to keep going. And man, that was a horrible break for Martinez. Horrible break for the 55 of Kyle Schustrai. Horrible break for the 05, and a big horrible break for the 96 as well. Riding on board the 15 with the 99 of Asher Evelyn. You see Evelyn got tipped, and you see the damage. My goodness. Evelyn just was a ping pong ball throughout that entire wreck. I hit 4 or 5 times there. Riding on board with JD Martin. This is our biggest concern. You see Martin got clipped, and oh my goodness. Tipped over, did a 360, and landed on all 4 wheels. This is what our leader Nick Breeding saw. Breeding tip went to the inside, almost hit the 96, and just kept on going. Last on board we'll look at is the 94 of Jesse Turner. Was running second. And you just see when Evelyn was broadside with the field getting hit over and over again, just nowhere to go. And it's lucky Turner, none of the lead lap cars luckily got in that event. The caution flag is out here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Our first caution of the day on lap number 78. We'll be right back after these few messages get you back to the green flag.
For every turn, a twist. For every start, an untimely finish. For every win, someone who loses it. For every number, a nation. For every celebration, a brawl. For every split second, years of work. For every heaven, a hell. For every good old boy, a good old girl. For every curse, a prayer. For every ounce of order, a jug of chaos. For every twist, there's a turn.
Green flag is back out here at Bristol. Welcome back to the Right Lane Cup Series Season 2 race for at Bristol. Breeding is in a swarm of lap cars. Chrome Lawson, his teammate, is in second. Alexander Rowe is in third. Henry Thomas 4. Charles Sanford 5th. Breeding's got three of its 4 cars in the top 5. And man, this is going to be a mess. As now Lawson's going to try to get back to Breeding. Breeding had to let several cars go. You see, there's the 44, the 59, the 5, and then Henry Thomas. Thomas is up to second place. Thomas has jumped his teammate Rowe, has jumped the rookie in Chrome Lawson, and now is on the hunt for Nick Breeding. He's 1.3 seconds back. He's got to get to on Jack. And man, what a run. Charles Sanford up to 4th. A big day for him. Vince Freeze to 5th. Rowe has made a bad adjustment on that pit stop because now the 10 has dropped 3 spots since the restart. Man, Breeding trying everything he can do to get away from the 36. You see it there. Breeding has gotten up. He's gotten back to Mac Johnson. Mac Johnson had pulled out of pit lane. They've stayed on pit lane to fix damage on the 51. Zoe Bilson and James Ellison, same deal. Bilson, they had damage on pit road. They pitted to fix that. They're 32nd. James Ellison, they had to pull it back down pit road, is in 31st. And now you see Breeding putting the number 51 of Mac Johnson a lap down yet again. Johnson, I believe, got the free pass. You see it there. Fitzwater, 34th. He's currently the last car on the first car lap down, excuse me. Not anymore. Mac Johnson's looking to get lapped by Breeding. Johnson fights back on the outside line. And this is what Breeding does not want, because all this fighting is just going to bring that blue M&M's 36 into the fray. Look at this. Cut almost half of the lead down. You see, I think Charles Sanford was back there. He was way up against the wall. Is that Ben McDonald? It is Ben McDonald. The 16 is up here. The Breeding cars are all in the top 10 now. Ben McDonald has done nothing for almost this entire season and is now trying to get a top 10, trying to put himself back into the mix. RJ Bishop, how about RJ Bishop? Same deal. That single car outfit is out here running the high banks of Bristol. He's in 8th. Vince Freeze, look at this. Freeze has had damage. He's been into the fence. What an absolute shame for him. Do you see DJ Curtis? There's Lane Sanders. There is the heartbreak from that caution. Jesse Turner. Turner was second spot. Turner was in the second position. And he had a horrible, they had a tire fall off. They had the jack fall off while they were doing the pit stop, and it put them back to 13th on the restart. And it absolutely ruined them. But you see, Breeding has gotten away. He's put almost 3.5 seconds on Henry Thomas. Thomas has been fighting Lawson and the lap cars. And look at this. Ben McDonald's car, I don't know what they did to this car, but it has come alive. Thomas is up to 5th. He's passed his teammate Charles Sanford. Looking at, that is the 10 car of Alexander Rowe, the rookie. And this has just been a topsy-turvy day here at Bristol. Thomas still fighting lap cars. And now Breeding is back where he started. He's up to the damaged car of AF Walsh. Walsh, the rookie, was in that wreck. He was the car that sent the 96 car up and over. And you see that right now, Zoe Bilson is the last car on the lead lap. AF Walsh is, in fact, 2 laps, looking to stay on 1 lap down, looking almost 2 laps down. But Evelyn is out, so is the 96, the 55, and the 42. And this has just been a wild day. We'll go ahead and take you through your field. There's Aiden Smith, 30th. The rookie out of the spa camp. Griffin Label McDermott also had a miserable pit stop. Back that was in the top 10 most of the day, is now 29th. Rhodes Gray is 28th. Ryan Griffin also horrible pit stop. Puts him 27th. We saw Joseph Shrigley was on pit road during that event. Stayed on the lead lap, got to 26th. Taylor Frey was inadvertently caused that caution, is in the 25th spot. Alexander Phoenix is 24th. You see Christian Vargas is in 23rd. Dunn LaPrade is in 22nd. Jeffrey Finguy has moved up from his very poor starting spot, but is still 21st. You see Carson Green, the rookie. This has been a day for rookies. Carson Green is in the top 20. A good day for them. Samuel England 19th. There's Luke Evans in 18th. Jesse Turner, his teammate, has fallen to 17th. Logan Cloud, their teammate, is 16th. Julio Caesar's 15th. Derek Hamill in the Honey Buns Honda is in 14th. Justin Henley, another good weekend. Got a top 10 last week at Sonoma's, 13th. Luke Martin in that Chili's car is 12th. Lane Sanders trying to get 4 straight top 10s. He and Finguy would be the only 2 that could do it, is in 11th. DJ Curtis is 10th. Vince Freeze is 9th. RJ Bishop is 8th. Charles Sanford is 7th. Ryan Reed is 6th. Ben McDonald has cracked the top 5. And then you see Alexander Rowe, the rookie, is in 4th spot. Chrome Lawson's 3rd. Henry Thomas is 2nd. And then there's Nick Breeding all the way up here. Has put Zoe Bilson a lap down. Nick Breeding has clinched the most lap lead bonus. He's clinched it a long time ago. So he might be able to max out a points day. We saw it last week with Ryan Griffin. Griffin led the most laps. Of course, got the bonus point for both the lap and the most lap lead bonus. And now he won the race. Breeding trying to do that as well. And with a damaged race car, it might honestly not seem that bad, because Bristol, we've seen it at Bristol, where you could get a damaged race car and you could still contend for a good spot, maybe even a win. As now we are past 20 laps. We're on 19 laps to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And Breeding has got to be feeling very pleased with himself. They worked so hard on this car. Breeding has said he wanted to get Breeding Enterprises' first win. And, with all the backers they have on that 54 car, they have had to piece together sponsorship deals. Big companies, but not anything, permanent. And with Breeding Starcom, I've asked Breeding this a couple of weeks ago at Daytona. Did they think they could get Breeding Enterprises' first win here? He said absolutely he could get it this year. He could. He felt Charles Sanford could. He felt Ben McDonald had a shot, and he had a lot of faith in his friend and rookie Chrome Lawson. And with the laps counting down, but we saw how close that ended under that last caution. Breeding was almost in that crash. He almost ended that when he rode the wall in 3 and 4 around lap 70. And for Breeding, this has just been, and man, look at that, they're dicing in front of him. The 3 and the 40 made contact. You see the 46 car, Stanley Andrews, he gets back by. And Nick Breeding looking at everything he can do. He just does not need anything bad to happen. But don't look now. Someone has closed the gap, and it is Henry Thomas. Thomas has had some good runs this season. He led at Atlanta. He had a good run. He was in that top 5 he was in that top 10 group at Daytona with his teammates. And Thomas has really turned the season around. He started, and we've had trouble on the back straightaway. It's Stanley Andrews. Is the caution out? Stanley Andrews, the lap car, has spun, and the caution is out. This changes everything. We saw it. Just caught a glimpse of it. Andrews in that number 46. He's simple spin. He got it back going again. And there he is. The caution flag is out. Let's see if we can get a look at what just happened. Let's see what happened to Andrews. He got squeezed. Oh my goodness. Breeding, the leader, hit him. What happened was Stanley Andrews was squeezed by Nick Breeding and Aiden Smith. And Andrews, he keeps it going. Sanders almost hits him there. Well, I don't know what that was all about. I can't believe what just happened. But looking back at this, Breeding is your leader here at Bristol Motor Speedway. We're going to give you one last quick break, and we'll bring you back for the restart here in the 4th race of the Right Lane Cup Series Season 2.
From the entire Channel 4 News team, I'm Veronica Corningstone.
And I'm Ron Burgundy.
Subscribe to Right Lane Cup.
Welcome back to Bristol Motor Speedway, the Right Lane Cup Series, Season 2, race number 4. Nick Breeding has led almost all the laps today, but we are looking at a very tense restart. You see Mac Johnson gets his wave around. He'll get his lap back. He was the free pass. And now there's one lap car between Nick Breeding and Henry Thomas. We're looking at a restart with 6 laps to go. The lights are out on the pace car. We will restart with 6 laps to go. It's Breeding. Then it's Thomas. A few lap cars back to them as Chrome Lawson, the rookie. An impressive day for him. Alexander Rowe, also impressive. Ben McDonald is 5th. How about that? RJ Bishop is 6th. Charles Sanford 7th. Ryan Reed is 8th. Vince Freeze is 9th. Lane Sanders is in 10th. And this is going to be an important restart. If Breeding can get clear, remember, we are within 10 laps to go, so we're going to have a single file restart with everybody. So let's see. The pace car is off. Breeding is going to bring us down here. The green flag is out. Breeding hits the brakes and takes off. 6 laps to go here at Bristol. Breeding doesn't need this. Here comes Daniel Voles for his lap back. This is not what he needs. He squeezes Voles onto the apron. Thomas has to check up. Zoe Bilson fighting the number 36. Thomas is trapped behind that lap car. Thomas got passed by the 11. The 59 looking everywhere. Ben McDonald getting juked out by the 5. Breeding getting away. Coming back to 4 laps to go here at Bristol. Breeding stuck behind. Has put 2 lap cars between himself and the 36. Thomas not happy with Bilson, trying to get around the 11. Might punt Zoe Bilson going into turn 3. Lawson and Rowe still trying to hold off a hungry Ben McDonald. 3 laps to go. Breeding running way wide here in turn 1. He's got about a second and a half on the 36, and it continues to grow. We're coming back to 2 laps to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Breeding, an important hometown win. When they did driver intros, we heard the fans cheer. They love this driver. They love this team, and they've wanted to see him succeed. Breeding would have done it last year. He came so close. And you see Voles scraping the fence. Oh my goodness, he almost hits Thomas. The white flag is out. 1 lap to go here at Bristol. And for Breeding, who almost won last year, fell short late from Jeffrey Finn guy, he's going to get redemption, and he's going to get his first win. Nick Breeding, the 54 team Toyota And Breeding Starcom Enterprises wins here at Bristol. An emotional win for them. Huge win for the 54 team. Henry Thomas is second. You see, Chrome Lawson is third. Ben McDonald gets a fourth. Rowe fifth. Ryan Reed sixth. Or no, RJ Bishop sixth. Reed seventh. Charles Sanford eighth. Lane Sanders ninth. And Vince Freeze will round out your top 10. But a huge win for that 54 team. Nick Breeding, big congratulations to them. We'll go ahead and get you your results here in a second. Looking at your finishing results here, Nick Breeding will get his first career win and the first organizational win for Breeding Starcom Enterprises. Congratulations to them. Henry Thomas gets a second place finish after starting in the top 5. Chrome Lawson started third and finished third. A great day for the rookie out of the Breeding Starcom camp. Ben McDonald came from deep in the field for a fourth. Alexander Rowe, the rookie, gets his first top 5 since his 500 win. RJ Bishop gets 6th, a good win for him, his first top 10 of the season. Same for Ryan Reed. Charles Sanford, his second top 10, and Lane Sanders will get a 9th with Vince Freeze, your champion, just outside in the top 10. Looking back through the field, Jeffrey Finguy, who was second in points coming into this, will finish his 19th. Christian Vargas, who recovered from his penalty yet again, he gets a 20th. Alexander Phoenix, who was in the top 5, gets 22nd. Looking back here, Ryan Griffin, your winner from last week, is in 26th. Griffin Lapel McDermott is in 28th. James Ellison, who had a few top 10s going, is in 29th. Looking back through here is our DNFs. Asher Evelyn, who started back in 42nd position, will get the 39th position. JD Martin ran up front for lunch, was able to recover, and he will get a 40th. Kyle Schustra and Nicky Martinez rounds out your field. Thank you all for so much for watching this, and we will catch you all in the next race. Goodbye.